Please give your attendance in the chat, guys. So let us go for the circle diagram, numerical. Do you have any doubts with respect to any procedure? Do you have any doubts with respect to the previous classes? Hello? Hello? Do you have any doubts? Okay, so let us go for the numerical. A three-phase 400 volts, 20 HP, 50 hertz star connected induction motor give the following test results. So all are the line values. So here he is giving the two test results. One is the no load test, second is the block rotor test. So under no load test, no load voltage V naught 400 volts, W naught 1250 watts, and I naught no load current 9 amps. Similarly, block rotor test VSC 150 volts, WSC 4000 watts, and ISC short circuit current 38 amps. So stator copper loss equal to rotor copper loss at standstill. So draw the circle diagram and estimate. So we have to find full load current, full load power factor, full load slip. So ratio of maximum torque to full load torque, efficiency, and last starting torque. Okay. So now with respect to this data, so let us find what is the no load power factor. So we know the no load input power W naught is equal to root 3 V in I naught cos phi naught. So with respect to this, so we can find what is cos phi naught. So cos phi naught is equal to 0.2 and angle phi naught is equal to 78.46 degrees. Similarly, with respect to short circuit test, so cos phi SC is equal to WSC by root 3 VSC into ISC, where we will be getting it as 0.405. So which will be equal to phi SC is equal to 66.1 degrees. So please note down this formula and values, and please try to calculate. If you have any doubts, please raise your hands or just so everyone can see the presentation, right?
Yes, sir, we can see, sir.
Yeah. So if there is any problem, just please intimate me. Have we completed this? Have we noted these values?
Yes, sir, values are noted, sir.
Shall I go for next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, next ISN, which is equal to ISC V naught divided by VSC. So this is the next formula to find the short circuit current under normal voltage. So that is under open circuit, whatever the value. Okay. So the ISN stands for the short circuit current under normal voltage. So note down these values and also this formula. Done. So ISN is the short circuit current at normal voltage. Similarly, WSN, so short circuit power at normal voltage. Done. So it is ISN divided by ISC whole square. So you'll be getting 28,444.44 watts. Are you getting? Done? Completed?
One second, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now choose the current scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 5 amps. So how to choose this current scale? Okay. So you have to see the short circuit current at normal voltage, the value. So it is 101.34 amps you are getting. Okay. So if I take 10 amps also, no problem. So maximum it will be 10 centimeter, means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 amps. So 101 will be, so 10 point some value. So totally 10 centimeters or not more than 11 centimeters. So why we are considering this scale? Because your values has to be fitted within this graph. Okay. So based on that, suppose if it is in 200, then choose the current scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 10 amps. So that's how the current scale will be chosen. Any doubts here?
No, sir.
So based on this current, it is short circuit current at normal voltage. Based on this value, we will be choosing the current scale. Now go for the graph. So while going to the graph, so first draw x-axis and y-axis line. So y-axis line will be the voltage axis. So just x-axis it is a normal. So don't we are not referring for anything. So y-axis will be with respect to voltage axis. Have we drawn? Completed?
Yes, sir.
Shall I go for the next step? Now, second step in the graph, draw line OO dash, which is equal to I naught, which is equal to 9 amps. So now as per the current scale, 1 centimeter is equal to 5 amps. So since we are no load current is 9 amps, so 1.8 centimeters at an angle phi naught is equal to 78.46 from y axis, that is from the voltage axis. So keep the protractor like this. So mark the angle 78.46. So you can see the dot somewhere here. I have marked one dot here near to the protractor. So that is 78.46. So after marking that, now you extend the line. You can see in the second graph. So extend this line, which is of 1.8 centimeters. Mark the values as OO dash. So keep the protractor in this direction. Mark the angle as 78.48. According to that, from O as the origin, so up to point O dash, that will be 1.8 centimeters. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Next. Now, I'll come to the third step. Draw line OA, that is short circuit current at normal voltage, which is equal to 101.33 amps. So, which becomes, as per this scale, 20.26 centimeters. So, this line will be drawn with respect to this angle, short circuit angle, which is 66.1 from voltage axis. So, voltage y axis. So, from this axis, so keep the protractor like this. So, you can see the second point somewhere here, it is 66.1 degrees. 66.1 degrees. After marking that value, so extend the line from O up to 20.26 centimeters.
Madam, class room third floor.
So you'll be getting like this. So this is the line OA, which is of 20.26 centimeters. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Shall I go for next step? Have we completed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, so I'll go for the next step. So now join O dash A. So once if you join O dash A, which gives the output line. Join O dash A, which gives the output line. Completed?
Yes, sir.
It's completed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now measure what is the value of O dash A length. So measure O dash A length, some around 18 point some value will be getting.
18.4, sir.
18.4. Okay. So keep that value as it is. So now draw horizontal line from O dash parallel to x-axis. Okay, so this is your x-axis. From O dash, draw one horizontal line parallel to x-axis. So draw this line. Finished drawing horizontal line.
Yes, sir.
Next, now whatever the value from O dash A, it is 18.4. So if you divide by 2, you'll be getting 9.2. Right?
Yes, sir.
So mark at the middle point here. So from the compass, so from O dash, draw the bisector line at the top as well as at the bottom. Similarly, from A, draw the bisector line from top as well as bottom. You'll be getting one axis point. Or from the protractor exactly at 90 degrees, so draw this dotted line and mark a point on the horizontal line. So what we have been drawn above the x-axis. So it has to start from O dash. So once if you get this bisector point, so from here exactly at 90 degrees, extend this line which touches the horizontal line above the x-axis. So mark that point as C or C dash. So here I marked as C dash. So that's why I have written it as C dash. So that is the center point for the circle. Done?
Yes, sir.
Now, from the center point C dash, which touches O dash, from the compass, from C dash to O dash, extend the compass and just draw a half circle which touches point A and also which touches the horizontal line. So this is the semicircle what we have to draw. So check it must touch point A.
Sir, it is going out of the graph, sir.
It is going.
Out of the graph, sir.
That's what I told. Choose the current scale properly. Out of the graph, it will not go, no. So from so not O, you have to go up to O dash. From center C dash up to O dash. Up to O dash. So from here, you draw a half circle which touches point A. Not from O. It must be from O dash.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
So now if you are completed, I'll go for the next step. So now draw perpendicular line from A on x-axis. So from A, draw perpendicular line. Okay. So mark the point as G on the x-axis and F on the horizontal line above the x-axis. And where the circle ends, mark that as D, horizontal line. Where the circle is ending towards right, mark that as point D. Got it?
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, so draw a vertical line from A to x-axis. So mark the point on the x-axis as G, and horizontal axis point F, and the end of the circle mark it as D. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now whatever the gap you are getting from the x-axis and the horizontal axis, so that will be your fixed losses. So that will come later. Okay. So we'll be taking those values from the left hand of the circle. So up to now there is no any doubts.
No, sir. No doubt, sir.
Okay. So I'll go for the next step. So next step. So measure AF and take midpoint and mark as E. So whatever the line we have drawn here, okay. So measure what is the value of AF. Some around 8.2 or something you will be getting. Sorry, 4.2 or something you will be getting. What is the value of AF in centimeters?
So 8.23.
8.23. Okay, divide by 2 and mark one midpoint here and mark that value as E.
4.18.
Okay, mark that point here, 4.18. Now, join a line from O dash and whatever the value of name we are given E, join that line point, O dash E. Have you drawn? So that line is nothing but the torque line. Okay, O dash E is the torque line and O dash A is the output line. So now AE is the rotor copper loss and EF is the stator copper loss. Okay. Shall I go for next slide? Do you have any
Yes, sir.
doubts? Shall I go for next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us go for next calculation. So we have to go for calculating the power scale. Okay. So to know the required values, that is efficiency, power factor, line current, maximum torque, everything. So we have to go for this calculation. Okay. So to calculate the power scale and to locate a point B from A. Okay. So from A, we have to draw one more line above A. Okay. To draw that, we have to go for calculating the power scale. So power scale will be equal to the ratio of the that is power, short circuit power at normal voltage divided by length of AG. Okay. So length of AG will be getting from the graph, that is the distance from A to G. What is the length? So A to F it is 8.23. So somewhere around 0.4 or 0.6 will be adding.
Eight
What
point.
is the length?
8.8.
8.8. Okay. So WSN, we know. So what is the WSN already we have found? That is 28,444.44. Right? So here we have found 28,444.44 is the WSN value divided by 8.6. So check value how much you're getting. Are you getting 3600.56 watt per second? Since length of AG is in centimeters. Are you getting this? Are you getting that value? Power scale?
Yes, sir. 5.8, sir. 0.58.
Right, no problem. Next, to locate point AB or to draw point AB, so this is the calculation what we have to do. Rating of the motor. So rating of the motor is giving in the data, that is 20 HP motor. So 20 HP into 746 or 735.5 divided by power scale. So whatever this value. So check how much you will be getting. So you will be getting around 4.08. So I think I have taken 1 HP is equal to 735.5. So if you take 746, you will be getting more, I think. But it will not exceed more than 4.2. Check how much you're getting.
So no, sir, I'm getting 2.13, sir.
It is 20 HP. 20 HP motor.
ಚೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಚೆಕ್ ಇದೆ ಬಂತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ನನ್ನ ರೂಮ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ 3ನೇ ಫ್ಲೋರ್. ಹಾ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮನೀಶ್ದು ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ.
You're not getting
No, I'm not getting, sir.
20 into 735.5 divided by power scale 3600. Hey, ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. Rating of the motor is 20 HP. 20 into 735.5.
Oh, I took it as 50, sir. Sorry, sir.
0.56. 4.085 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ.
Yes, sir. I took it as 50, sir. Rating.
15
Sir. My mistake, sir. But, sir,
Rating of the motor is given as 20.
Yes, sir. 4.09.
Okay, 4.09. So now draw a line from point A to get B. That is this value 4.08 as shown in this graph. So from A, open the line which gives you the value as 4.09 or 4.08. Drawn? Ready to draw? Finished? I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finish.
Okay, draw. At least you tell, sir, wait, sir.
So done, sir.
Okay. Now we have to draw a line parallel to output line. Okay. So here is the output line. So keep the scale exactly on the output line and move the scale above so that it touches B and also it touches the circle at the left side of the circle. Okay, so move a parallel line from the output line. So as shown in the figure below. So like this, you have to draw parallel line to output line. So and mark L at the left side of the circle. Completed? Done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can answer.
Next, after marking point L, now again draw a perpendicular line from L towards x-axis, like this. Draw a perpendicular line from L on x-axis. Completed? Done? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, so now you can see the vertical line what you have drawn from L to x-axis. Okay, so one point we are getting on the x-axis, another point we are getting on a horizontal line, that is O dash D. Another line it is touching on torque line. Another point you are getting output line. Okay, so these 4 points are more important. The line which is crossing output line, torque line, the horizontal line parallel to x-axis and x-axis line. Now mark these values as shown below. So represent x-axis line point as K, next horizontal line O dash D as J, next N and M. So represent the alphabets. So mark the points as M on output line, N on torque line, J on O dash D line, K on x-axis line. Finished?
So no, sir. Wait, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. So now, after joining OL, so after drawing the vertical line and marking the point as M on the output line, N on the torque line, J on the O dash D line, and K on x-axis line. Now draw a line which joins OL. So from O to L, join a line. Draw a line which joins OL. Done?
Sir.
Now you measure what is the length OL. So OL length gives the full load line current. By multiplying your current scale, it gives full load line current. So now we are coming to the solution from the graph. So what is the length you are getting? What is the measurement of OL length?
Sir, 6.4 something.
6.4. It's coming more, no? So from O to L. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. O to L.
Ah. Because I'm getting 5.6. Okay, fine. So if you're getting 6 point some change, then multiply by the current scale. So current scale we are considered as 5 amps. So multiply by 5. But actually your value will be exceeding more than whatever the check whether it is below 38 amps you're getting. Because short circuit current here it is
32.
38. You'll be getting around 32.
32.
Okay, fine, no problem. So I'm getting a full load line current as 28 amps. So you're getting it as 32. Okay, fine, go ahead. So this is how you'll be finding the line current. Next, to find the power factor. So what is the angle from the y-axis to line OL? So here angle phi, if you see in this slide, full load power factor will be the angle from y-axis to line OL. That is cos phi is equal to cos of, so I am getting it as 30 degrees. So please check how much you are getting.
So 31.
31. Okay, fine. So what will be the power factor? So it will not go more than 0.9, sir, 0.87 or 0.88. I'm getting it as 0.66, so you'll be getting approximately as 0.87 some value. Or 0.85. How much are you getting? Cos of 31?
.85.
Okay, fine. Not under. 0.85 some value you'll be getting, right?
0.8572.
Okay, note on that. So lagging. Since it is a inductive load, so always the power factor will be lagging. So this is how from the graph we'll be finding the power factor at full load. Next, full load slip. Is trying to find the full load slip. So how to find the full load slip? So full load slip is equal to length of Mn divided by length of Ln. So here we have marked a vertical line from L to x-axis. So there we have marked point M on the output line, N on the torque line. So measure what is the value of M and N. So I'm getting it as 0.3 and length of Ln up to torque line. I'm getting it as 4.2. So check how much you are getting from the graph.
So that is 0.3 something only, sir, because that is less than
Okay, so 0.3 divided by
4.3.
4.2, 4.4, 4.6. Length of Ln.
So that divide 0.07.
Huh?
0.07 answer.
Okay, fine. Your full load slip is 0.07. In terms of percentage, it is 7%.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it depends upon the graph and how these lines have been drawn. So based on that, you'll be getting. So as per my calculations, I'm getting it as 0.069. So as per the textbook, he is getting 0.065. It varies, no problem. So it plus or minus 10% or 20%, not to worry. So this is how you'll be finding the full load slip from the graph. Any doubts up to here? Till now, any doubts? Excuse me?
No,
Hello?
sir.
Hello?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, fine. I'll go for how to find the maximum torque, starting torque and full load torque. So in this slide, you can see to get maximum torque, draw a parallel line from torque line extending towards top of the semicircle. So already we have drawn a parallel line from output line to B, okay, to get line to point L. So similarly, to get the maximum torque, so here is the torque line. So extend a line from the torque line parallel to top of the circle, okay, and draw a line here which touches at one point or the corner of the circle at the top. So mark that point as P from the torque line. It must be parallel to the torque line. So here I have drawn at the top of the circle one parallel line which is touching at the corner of the circle. So mark that as point P. So once if you complete, please let me know.
So we should extend, or we should, it's near the circle. It's
No, no,
okay.
no. You have to extend. So parallelly, that line has to be keep the scale parallel to the torque line. Move that scale towards the top of the circle. Where it touches, just you draw a line. So don't take the center of the circle. So somewhere at the towards left, you can see it will be touching. Got it? Got the point on the circle?
So the parallel line is not like.
Just move the scale.
Okay.
Move the scale to the top of the circle and just you draw this line at the top of the circle where at one point the circle touches. So mark that as point P.
Okay.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Now from point P, draw a vertical, that is a perpendicular line which touches the torque line and mark that point as Q. So as shown in the graph, draw a perpendicular line from P till the torque line, and near that you mark that as point Q.
Okay.
Completed?
Yes, sir.
Now the maximum torque will be the length of PQ into whatever the power scale we have considered. So the unit will be in synchrowatt. Okay. So whatever the unit we are measuring, it will be in synchrowatt. So if you divide this by 2 pi ns divided by 60, then you will be getting in terms of Newton meter.
So the perpendicular line length is 7.5.
7.5 you are getting.
Almost.
Here, as per my thing, just a minute. Okay, so fine, no problem. Note down those values. So as per my calculation, I'm getting it as 8.2, no problem. So that is the maximum torque value. So that is length of PQ. It is 7.5. Similarly, find what is length of LN. Already, I think you are done. Length of LN you have found. Some 4.2 or some value you are getting.
4.3.
4.3. Now you divide these two values. That is 7.5 divided by 4.3.
1.74.
So 1.74 is the ratio of maximum torque to full load torque. That is the fourth point we have to find. So that is the value. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now maximum torque will be equal to, so how much are you getting?
1.744.
Okay, so maximum torque is equal to 1.74 times the full load torque.
Yes, sir.
So please remember, here I am giving the maximum torque in terms of synchrowatt. Okay. So if a transfer is converted to Newton meter, so you have to divide that by 2 pi n divided by 60. Are you getting? It is 2 pi ns by 60. So ns you will be getting from 120 F by P formula. So then it will be in Newton meter or it will be in synchrowatt. Any doubts? Next, last two is there. We have to find efficiency and starting torque. So to find the efficiency, so here I'll go for the next slide. So efficiency is equal to length of LM divided by length of LM plus MK into 100. So I'm getting it as 79.6%. So you please check how much you'll be getting. So what is length of LM? I think already we have done. Length of LM is, sorry, not LM, MN we are considered. Okay. Find what is LM value. And here denominator LM plus MK.
So 3.8.
Okay. So that is LM is 3.8 divided by length of LM plus MK. 3.8 plus MK. So MK, I think you'll be getting around 1.2 or 1 or 0.8.
So that is length of full, no, sir. Full line total.
Pardon?
That is a line, full length of that line, no, sir. Full length. Full length.
L up to L to K.
Yeah,
LK.
L to K, yeah. 4.8.
Okay. So here I'm getting 3.9 and 4.9. So how much are you getting? Efficiency. 78% or 79%?
79.14.
Okay, I'm getting the 79.6%. Okay, fine. So 79.1% you are getting. Next, last thing, so starting torque. So to find starting torque, length of AE around 4.2 into power.
3.9.
How much?
3.9.
3.9.
Hmm.
Okay, 3.9 into power scale. So power scale is 3600.58. Check whether you're getting 13,322 synchro watt.
Thirteen thousand 316.48.
Okay, so that is in synchro watt. So if you divide this by 2 pi ns by 60, then it will be in Newton meter. So this completes the circle diagram.
So how many marks are for this? 10 marks.
It will be maximum around 12 to 12 marks, maximum 12 marks.
Okay.
Or if he is reducing starting torque, maximum torque, if he is not asking. So if he is asking up to efficiency, so line current, sorry, full load line current, full load power factor, slip and efficiency if he is asking, it will be asked for 10 marks.
Okay, sir.
Maximum it will go up to 12 to 14 marks. But I think in the last paper or in one paper he asked for 12 marks. The last paper there is only theory. I think previous paper. It is asked for 12 marks. So line current, power factor at full load and maximum torque he has asked. So only for these three cases he is giving 12 marks. Any doubts?
Okay.
Any doubts?
Sir, this video is recorded, sir.
Yes, I think I have recorded.
Sir, I lost connection between. Can you send it afterwards, sir?
Yeah.
Sir.
I'll post it now itself.
Okay, sir.
No, sir.
Any doubts? So please try to solve some more numericals. So I am having around 4 numericals. Just I'll paste it in the Google Classroom. Okay. So just you can go through that. So, but it is not
Yes,
this
sir.
much of
Yes, sir.
long procedure. Okay, it is not this much of long procedure. Okay, so to understand, we have done like this. I have done like this. So as per my calculation, I have done within 1 page. Okay, so I'll share this video also, and just to go through those other numericals. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Shall we wind up? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Anyone are having any doubts? I'll share the video. Please go through and try to solve. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. When will the college reopen? Sir, when will-
Actually,
sir, when will the college?
it depends. Okay, still the cases are running,
Hello, sir.
but we the faculties are attending. Okay, so from Tuesday, so 33% of the faculties are coming from each department, and we are attending. But most probably it may start in the month of June. So that is the date what it has been unofficially. So we are hearing that date, and in the month of July you will be having your examinations. July, August. Okay, and immediately in month of September your classes will be starting. So still it depends upon the number of cases which has been extending in Bangalore or some other places. So if you see, I think Bangalore it is reducing, but still I don't know. Some of the areas they have been sealed down. Okay, so it up to 14 days we cannot tell anything. That we have to see. So let us wait and see. But still, if the college opens, also please take care of yourselves. Okay. So don't be gathered. Don't come with your BMTC buses or crowded area from crowdy places. Have your own vehicles, and please try to come by your own vehicles. Okay, and also have some maintain some distance. So don't have any food from the outside. So stop having anything, including water. So take care of your health first. So once if the 1 week before will come to know, so I'll let you know, or I can contact with your proctors. Anything else?